Hi, Laura. Lots of thoughts. I just watched your video. And since I got a new fun art project, I'm kind of set up for something over here, and I have my phone on my secondary holder thing over here. I'm glad about it too. I'm gonna try to record that, and then we'll switch over when I'm working on my project. But I basically I drew this super quick thing, and then I'm going to be working on this. It's kind of a little bit different style than like anime style. We can think of this as non-anime Kilo. I like it. I am really upset though that his foot got cut off. So I didn't want to make this like super well done because then I would get sad of the gold leaf. Which, by the way, I'm doing gold leaf. I bought some gold leaf and I'm going to try to apply it to the circle here. I've never used gold leaf before. Probably should have looked up how to do it. But we're just gonna see what happens because that's how I roll. That is my reward for the hard work of writing all the words. So I'm going to be doing that. Probably sounds terrible because I'm not really close to the mic. Oh well. That's okay. So I have lots of thoughts, but I'm not sure. Of course, I never plan anything, so I don't have any of my thoughts in order, but I think it's fine. Overarching statement, when you're starting something new, it's totally fine to like have not really a set direction and to kind of be in like this period of like, I have no idea what I'm doing. Is it going to work out? And like have all those fears and like frustrations about, anything that you're doing. That's totally normal, and sometimes it just takes a while to do it and to figure it out and to even figure out maybe, sometimes I've started things and then I didn't stick to them. I've started lots of things that I was like, oh, this will be a fun thing to do. I've started like needle pointing. I don't know. I just don't like doing things with like 3D. So it was like needle felting. So you like take a piece of wool and you like condense it into balls and then you like join them together, create like a more or less, it's not like a plushie, but it's like a thing. It's an object. I also, where is it? Let's see if I can find it. That wolf that's up there, thought that I would have fun sculpting, and I got really upset. I don't like doing things that are 3D. I've kept it, and maybe one day I'll actually like add the fur and stuff, but I didn't know that you were supposed to have like a tinfoil thing, so this is like all. He's kind of cool though. I just realized I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool about like all the Sculpey and stuff and like the little materials. Luckily, my husband uses it. But I started that and I was like, man, I just don't like doing this. And then I felt a little bit better when I started my dragon, which I know we were really excited about because it was a cool idea. But I decided again, it's like I keep wanting to do like all these 3D things and like create these products that I can then like cast and sell. And it's not me. I don't like it. I really hate doing 3D things. And even when I was like majored in 3D animation, I didn't like modeling 3D. Like I don't like 3D. I like 2 dimensions. I like this paper here. So it's good to try things. Sometimes it doesn't work. Not that I'm saying that what you're going to try is not going to work out, because I think it is working out. I just think you're being a little crazy. I say that very lovingly. I think you just need to let go and just see where it goes and have fun with it and stop like be worried about like, the final product, because I'll tell you, when I was like, creating this really crappy sketch, I always have this problem with making the torso like too short. I don't know why. I just can't get like the torso. So I ripped off, I drew this on one page and I ripped it off and I readjusted it and I was like, okay, I need to stop, like, because I drew something first. It's on the table. I would go get it and show you. I have no shame. I don't care. It looked like poop. So this was my second attempt. I was like, man, I haven't drawn in forever. I'm rusty. Granted, you have to get like the cobwebs off. And then I fixed him by ripping him apart and taping him to another piece of paper, and then transferred him to this watercolor paper, and then of course didn't position him right because the leg I redrew because it wasn't right. So I didn't want to go too far on this because the gold leaf, most likely there's gonna be something wrong with the gold leaf, but it's gonna be a learning experience. And That's really, it's really more what it's about than anything. Like, I still don't know about anything. I don't know anything about anything. I don't have all the answers, and I'm okay with that. And I think it's just important to pursue what you are passionate about. And it feels really weird just like talking to the camera. I feel like I'm on a soapbox, and I feel preachy, and I don't know. It's not flowing naturally today. So maybe my senpai-ness is getting weird. Yeah, I don't know. It's just you have to endure it. There's so many people that want to write and that want to create things, and there's so many people that give up because it's hard. It's hard, mostly the hard part. I mean, writing is hard, but the hard part is really just like starting and getting into it and figuring out, like, I want to do this thing like this, but then you get into this thing and you're like, oh wait, this isn't actually where this thing is going. Or like, you create these characters and they have a different purpose. There's like a different world, and you're like, wait, I wasn't wanting it to be that way, but now you see like that little piece inside of it, like the little cracks in the I want to say cracks in a rock, which then would be like a geode. So you're like uncovering like the shiny pieces, and then like you find the cool things that are in the first draft, and then you take that and then you redo it to polish / bring out those things more. And that's really how I treat writing anymore, because I really seriously did. Like, when I first started out, I was like, I have to make this perfect. Even with doing this stupid thing today, in my brain, the very first thing when I was drawing was, first I was drawing it really loose or whatever, and I was drawing it with my pen, which I love doing because it makes me not worry too much. I just kind of go with it, and I was going from like, I was being fluid, I was getting like the motion down, and then I started looking at it, and I was like, this is not looking good, this is not working, and then your like brain starts to like freeze up, and you're like, oh my god, like I can't process, and then like you freak out because it's not perfect, and then lo and behold, the moment you stop caring, aka I was just gonna do this on this really crappy piece of paper, and then it's not working out, I'm just gonna like rip it and see if that's going to fix it. Like, that is a way to free up my brain and get me to keep being creative, because like a lot of creative people, they're always so stuck in comparison, and it's really just like, I don't know why. It's frustrating, because like I constantly hear from every writer, it's like, oh, such and such does this and that or whatever, and it's like, I don't know, I've gotten to the point where I don't do the comparison game anymore, because the only thing it does is anything with like comparing or having expectations, it just makes you miserable and sad, and then you can't enjoy the thing. And the whole point of like spending all this time and all these hours and like investing like your passion and everything into this thing is because you love it. And then to start kind of like, I'm going to be like weird and say like dishonoring the project. You're not honoring your project and going all out and being passionate, but it's more, you're not keeping that in mind, and instead you're like, oh, I wonder, what people are going to think about this, and it's not staying true to the thing that you were created, and like this precious thing that you were given, this idea, this piece of yourself that's really sacred. And it's like you owe it to yourself to take that thing and to pour your all into it and not listen to the voices, because the voices are always going to like, they're always going to have an opinion, whether you're listening to like everybody, like friends, or you're listening to family, but everyone's going to have opinion about this thing, and you owe it to the thing. How many times can I all say thing? You owe it to the thing to give it your all and to give it that time to like incubate it. And I know you said that you like to not share about things, so you share about your projects, so that you can like enjoy and let it incubate, because then you feel like there's a lot of pressure from outside people giving you like advice. And even if you like research, or like if you would say with like my book, like it's Asian fantasy, but it's not like every other Asian fantasy, and I do read like a lot of Asian books, but I don't go into it reading like, oh, I need to make it like this because this is trendy, because then it's not like following my vision for the thing. And it's distorting it, and then it's not like important to me anymore, because then it's for like you do need to keep like the reader in mind. but it's not yours anymore because it's like a conglomerate of everybody else's opinions, and like there's honestly never going to be like, if you find somebody who can understand you and your vision, and that's like all you need. You need one other person to like be like, hey, is this working? Is this coming across? And they can give you their honest opinion. But you don't need to listen to like the peanut gallery, the giant peanut gallery and all their opinions, because they're always going to say this and that, and they're going to dissuade you from pursuing like an interest in, oh, I want to explore a topic about I just like I have an inkling to explore what it means to be a good person, and then like if you listen to all the people about their opinions about what it was like to be a good person, and then oh, you can't do that with that person, then it's like it ruins the fun. The fun is like your own personal like vision, and then it's like crafting the story around like your thoughts, and then it's like working out through the different characters and the story and seeing how things come together. And that's really where the magic is. It's not like I'm going to write a story about XYZ. It's a story about I'm going to write about this because I'm interested in it. And then I'm going to see where it goes because surprise, writing is an art form, and any kind of art has surprises. Like you start it, there's like the 7 steps of art. There's like, you start something and there's the phase where it looks like poop, and then there's the phase where you're really frustrated, and there's the phase where you're disappointed. Like it takes all these emotions to get to the final product, and that is a process, and that is what art is. Art is not just this piece of paper where Noelle just magically drew something and there we go, art. It's the process of Noelle had an idea and she wanted to use gold leaf because it sounded fun, and then she drew a sketch, and then she transferred it to watercolor paper because that was the only paper I had. I lost all my other paper. I don't know where it went. But and it's like also like the story behind the thing. This is Kilo, and I love Kilo, and I want to create these super cool little prints where I can have different characters from my series and create that, because that goes from my characters and I love them and I want to create things about them, and it's not about anyone else because it's my thing. This is my thing. Go away, world. Like, stop telling me if I would have listened to the world, my thing would not be amazing, and then you would not love my thing and we would not be friends. So all the way around. So yeah, find one person. Not saying it has to be me. But when I write, I seriously do. I think of you as my target audience, and I was like, I want to write something that Laura will like, especially with my short story. I was like, I want to write a Halloween short story, and they're like, oh, that sounds like a cool idea, because I know you like the stories that are like a little bit lighter, and they're not like, Kilo's gonna die, his life is in danger, and then it's like the fun inside moments is like, I want to share a story about these characters who actually have lives away from the main thing, and here's this nice happy moment where they're gonna tell stories over a campfire and everybody's happy. So big long rant. I really want to get to doing my gold leaf now, so I'm going to move over here. So what I'm going to be doing here is I want to make the circle in gold leaf, and I've already ripped this one. This is very delicate. Here, if I shut up, you can hear. It's very, very thin. Kind of nervous how to do this. I think I'm going to try to do the big part first. So this is Noelle tries gold leaf for the first time. I am just gonna smooth this part out a bit, and then maybe I'll peel the rest off, but I think, allegedly, I think you're supposed to put the glue on here first. Again, I probably should have watched a video on how to do this, so, that hair is gonna be a problem, but that's okay. Take a while. Hopefully this doesn't, I hope this doesn't dry very fast, because this might take a while. So I've had a quote in my head for the past few days, or actually for a while. It's kind of one I've gone back and forth, and I've remembered just this year about, but it's like a, I don't know if it's like a quote or if it's like a meme that I saw on Facebook, but it's basically saying, you're doing pretty good in life. Your track record for making it through the day is 100%. And I thought that was cool because a lot of people, I put off the confidence maybe that I am not afraid of doing things, but that's mostly because I have every confidence in myself that whatever happens in any situation, I'm going to be able to figure out, like, find my way out. Like, I have every confidence that no matter what situation I find myself in, I will know how to handle it. So it's just something to remember that, having courage and being fearless isn't about not being afraid. It's just about understanding that, you don't need to be afraid because you're doing pretty good in life. I'm scared. Oh no! I can't laugh. Don't laugh. Okay. Not 100% super happy with how that first lay down worked, but this is. Who? Did that just rip? It did rip. Maybe just with my finger would have been better. Learning all the things in real time. I mean, it looks super cool if you can get the technique down. Um, well, um, admittedly, I knew this was going to be pretty challenging, so I'm not surprised that it's not. It looks really cool though. I wanted to do that all weekend. That was kind of my special thing that I bought for myself. So I'm happy that I tried it, and I'm happy that it looks cool, and I'm gonna keep doing it. And I think half the fun is that it is so challenging, and I didn't get it on the first try because I didn't expect to, but I wasn't expecting it to be quite so thin and sticky. I guess maybe I wasn't expecting it to like stick to just like my fingertips. So maybe I'll have to wear gloves, like full gloves. These are just to help my hands because I've been writing so much. They're kind of a bit tired, so I'm trying to just help them with some compression. So yes, I hope I hope that video was interesting to watch. And yeah, just don't worry about it. Just write. You're doing great. You're doing amazing. Everything will turn out in the end. Just have a little bit of blind faith that it will work out. And if you don't have your own faith, I believe that it'll work out. So write your light novel. I'm really excited to read it. And I will talk to you again soon. Goodbye.